This video shows how to get access to GIMP, Adobe Photoshop, Windows Movie Maker, and Adobe Premiere. As you can see from the lesson page, there are many options for getting access to these programs. Probably the easiest way to get access to one of these programs is to simply visit a lab on campus where it's installed. To check and see if a program is installed on your computer, go to the Start menu, at least on Windows 7. I'll show you how to do it. Search for a program on Windows 8 in just a minute. But anyway, to find a program on Windows 7, go to the Start menu and enter the name of the program that you're looking for. And you probably don't even have to type the complete name, and you'll see a list, should come up there. As you can see here, both Photoshop and GIMP are installed on my computer. But what if the program you want to run isn't installed on your computer? Well, for GIMP and Photoshop, you can access these programs from the remote lab. You can run a program from the remote lab directly, but I prefer to log into the computer where these programs are installed. So for example, I could double click this Photoshop icon and Photoshop would run as if it was running on my computer. But I prefer to log on to the remote lab and then run the program from there. So let's do that. So I'm going to click here, connect to remote desktop. We'll launch my session. We'll enter our password. And now I'm logged on to this computer. Now this is Windows 8, so it'll give me a chance to show how to search for and run a program on Windows 8. And there it is, so I'll go ahead and run it. And it's pretty snappy today because it's between semesters, so there's not a lot of other people using the computer, so don't expect this kind of speed. Okay, I'm not going to show how to use Photoshop in this video. I show that in a separate video, so let's close out of Photoshop. And we'll also log off of the remote computer because I'm done with this computer. So let me click my icon here and click Sign Out. And now I'm logged off of that computer. Now GIMP works the same way. It's just installed in a different lab. Now I guess you won't have access to faculty staff, but you will have access to general lab, and that's where GIMP is installed. And again, you can connect to the lab and then run the program. So that's a convenient option, I think, for both GIMP and Photoshop. If you want to install GIMP on your own computer, it is a free program that's available on the internet. So let's see how that works. So I'm going to search for download GIMP. And this looks like the Windows versions. And there's different versions if you want to run GIMP on the Mac or even Linux. So there's other options here. The default option here is Windows. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this. I already have GIMP installed on my computer. But if you were installing this on your computer, you would run this setup program and then follow the instructions. A word of caution though, make sure that when you're downloading a program to install on your computer, that you trust the source of that program. When you install a program, you're giving it lots of authority. If it's a rogue program, it can do significant damage. The next program I want to show you how to get access to is Windows Movie Maker. Windows Movie Maker is available in the labs on campus, in the Florsheim Hall labs, but you can also download and install it on your computer, that is if you're running Windows. You might want to first check to make sure that it's not already installed on your computer. If it's not installed, you can download it from Microsoft. Again, when you're downloading, be careful that you're downloading from Microsoft and not some rogue website. Also make sure that you're getting the correct version for the operating system that you have. To install, run the install program. And you can elect to choose which programs are installed. And yes, of course, Microsoft wants to install all of these by default. I'm unchecking the ones that I don't want to install on my computer. I just want to have Windows Movie Maker, and I guess I'll have to take Photo Gallery with it. Once installed, you should be able to find the program from the Start menu. Now, unfortunately, Adobe Premiere isn't available on the remote lab. It is available on campus, but it's also available as a free download. You can download and install it on your own home computer. Let's go search for that now. So I'm going to search for Adobe Premiere, 30-day trial. And because I've looked at this before, I know that it's this third option here: download a free trial or buy Adobe products. But again, when you're downloading programs, make sure you trust the source. And this is coming from adobe.com, so I trust it. I'm going to click on that link. And they offer free 30-day trials for most of their products. We're interested in Premiere, so I'm going to click on that. And again, Premiere is already installed on my computer, so I won't continue this. But again, by following these instructions, I would get an executable that I could run that would install the program.